brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. That election is still going on. Probably won't know anything until tomorrow afternoon, maybe. And even then, going to be tied up in the courts for weeks. This is a news reporter's super awesome dream. Speaking of dreams, I don't think Ollie's gone to sleep since Tuesday. So there it is. No, he seemed fresh as a daisy this morning.
Yeah.
I think he just maybe gave up. He's just like, you know what? That's enough. And here's Ollie, sprightly bounding into the studio.
I do have a dream story to tell.
Okay. Please do. You have a minute and 16.
I'm going to need more, so we're going to have to come back to it.
Sad Lego revelation.
Yeah, well, that is my dream story.
You are a sneaky storyteller, sir.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night.
Yeah?
That I went hunting for a bear.
Yeah.
And I found one.
Yeah.
And I ran away.
That is not how you hunt successfully.
No. But I stayed alive.
I found what I want to hunt. I got to get out of here. I stayed alive. Did you have a gun?
I had a pistol for some reason.
Pistol?
I don't know why.
That is not going to do it to a bear. I mean, a small bear, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe a panda who just kind of sits there waiting to be shot.
Yeah, koala bear.
A koala bear, which aren't really bears.
No.
It's a marsupial.
But you take a pistol to one and it go down.
It would go down. Oh, that's terrible. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You elaborated on my dream, and look where we ended up.
I was there, in your dream. I also ran away. I was carrying a stick for some reason. Sticks don't do it to bears. They won't do it. Good show coming up. Sad Lego revelation. Gia Simpson's going to join us a little later on from Whitehorse to talk about the group effort initiative. Awesome. The election, again, still in extras. And you know what? I'm the only one here in this studio that's a little something else.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Lecter, and Ollie with you on your Thursday morning. Don't forget, it's pierogi sales season and also Purdy's chocolate fundraising season. Get your money out there, grab some pierogies and some chocolate. There's no better combination in dish or bowl. Wanted to have Ollie on. He put up a little something, as he is wont to do from time to time, getting a little sneaky, doesn't really know what it's about, and comes up with irreverent titles for his breaks. Sad Lego revelation is today's. Ollie?
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
You say that at the end of the TED Talk.
Oh, well, that was the end.
All right, great.
I just said hi, everyone.
Thanks.
That's what I brought to the table today.
That was sad.
You know what? That would be a TEDx talk. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to my TEDx talk. Well, what was that about? Oh, just the simple importance of a friendly greeting. And then walk off the stage.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had a roller coaster ride of a night, Wheeler.
It's been a roller coaster the last few nights.
Yep. It wasn't even election related.
Oh,
thank goodness, because barely anything happened yesterday.
Arguably equally as frustrating, though. I woke up at about, 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, absolutely convinced that I had a Lego set worth $2 million and was about to sell it in order to have enough money to buy several homes. I was absolutely convinced. I had this amazing dream where I won some sort of contest, and they gave you this Lego set, and it turned out it had like a diamond embedded in it, but like not just a diamond, but like one of the largest diamonds ever found.
The Hope Diamond?
Wow. And I don't know, it was a diamond. I mean, there was a lot of hope imbued in that diamond by the end of the dream, but yeah, sure. So it turned out there's this like little tag on the set, and you could look it up online. I was like, oh my goodness, this set is worth millions on eBay, because we all use eBay still.
Yes, of course.
Should have been the first red flag.
Yeah, it's like who uses eBay anymore?
Who uses eBay? So,
especially for diamond sales.
Yeah, we're all on Etsy, please. For your
I'm taking
diamond-encrusted
now.
Lego.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had one of those. I don't know if you ever have. When you wake up, it can be sometimes, for me, very hard to tell if the dream I was just having has actually occurred.
Aren't you legally insane for the
dream?
first 3 seconds after you wake up, something like that?
I think so, yeah.
This was definitely a 3-minute issue. It took a while. It took a long while. I went back to sleep. I woke up again. I put the alarm on snooze. I woke up again. Each time I woke up, was still convinced that I had a $2 million set of Lego ready to go.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like ready to sell it. I was
You
already
were insane
imagining.
for some time.
I was ready to go. And then there was all sorts of... The dream was very complicated. There were like security people involved in the dream, and I was like having to figure out how to best, like, where do you put this? Like, if you got a set of Lego worth $2 million, like, you can't put it under the pillow.
Started reaching
all lumpy.
Started reaching out to Laura Tuccio for financial advice.
Right.
Like, how do I deal
with this influx of money?
Where do you put all the cash? It's like, are there any are there safes underground at RBC in Yellowknife? Is that how that works? I mean, just where do you put this stuff? have to go to like one of those diamond sorting facilities.
I mean, you got to get all the arsenic out of there first.
Right.
But after that, yeah.
Yeah, you just drop it in with the arsenic. Nobody's going to get that. But also,
right.
you'll never see that again.
That's right.
So, yeah, I had a full-on half hour this morning of not being entirely sure if I was now a millionaire or not, which ended badly.
Yes.
It ended badly.
Naturally.
Because you are not a millionaire.
No,
Yes.
and I don't possess a diamond-imbued Lego set.
I don't
which-
think there's $1 million Lego set out there.
No, neither do I.
Probably not.
When you say it in the cold light of day like that, yes, it does sound slightly ridiculous,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Are you on nicotine patches lately by any chance?
No.
Okay.
Just somewhat perky.
I think because when you went into a coma last week, your brain reset, and that's why you're having these really intense dreams. They're like,
Could be.
yeah, I'm just going to release
yeah.
a bunch of chemicals into your brain to make
Yeah.
you think that you've got a $2 million Lego set.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
What do you remember anything else about the Lego set? Or was
the
it just that
actual-
there was a diamond?
Oddly for me, the actual Lego component of it, I didn't really pay much attention to, which
Yeah.
normally would be. I do love Lego.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was from the new Donald Trump golden toilet Lego set.
Yeah, I can believe it. And
Yeah.
all that's in the toilet is just
A
a
diamond.
great big heaving diamond.
Great big diamond.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a cubic zirconia.
No.
It's the world's largest, though.
Oh, that's super neat.
So,
Yeah. $7.
Well, congratulations on your newfound wealth.
Yeah, thanks.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
That is a sad dream. It's always starting off the day like that kind of stuff. You're like, ugh.
You know, again, we're just placing the blame in the wrong place. The dream was great. Reality is what was sad.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's the issue.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Reality is what we all have to deal with, and it's the hell we find ourselves in every day.
Yeah, so back to sleep, everybody. Thanks for joining Mornings at the Cabin.
Go back to sleep in your comfy beds.
The Matrix was actually a great idea.
Absolutely, it was. Oh man. Well, no, this would be the Matrix, so I don't know if that's the greatest idea.
Yeah, but we're all... If this is the Matrix, that's great. You could reassure yourself that actually, in reality, you're just asleep.
Personally, I'd rather be in a pod full of goo, being a battery. I give off a lot of BTUs of heat, so I think the machines would favor me.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Mixed into all of this election mess, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing about it. Too bad. It's kind of dominating the news and does have an effect on us up here in Canada. And for all of you sharing memes where it says, like, I'm just going to go back to my normal life because it doesn't matter to me, your privilege is showing. CNN had an exit poll on Tuesday night of a breakdown of who voted for the president, who voted for Trump. So... Now, these are usually kind of broken up into, ethnic groups and people of color versus white people and things like that. So the list went as such. White, 65%. No shock there. Latino, 13%. Black, 12%. At the bottom, Asian, 3%, which covers a pretty wide swath. And at 6%, what used to be known as other is now known as something else.
is that an upgrade or a downgrade?
It is an absolute downgrade. It's other's not great either. It's something else. Some people commenting on it. The memes coming out of this have been absolutely incredible. Some commenters saying, like, I don't know if they were referring to Native Americans, but it feels like we're kind of lumped into that group there where it's other. And that's the other comment is like, yeah, we used to be called other, but now we're called something else.
Yeah.
So, but the memes, like I said, coming out of that are absolutely incredible. You know what? That's how you take power away from something as stupid as that. You turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
You know what? And like you said earlier, it's all in the deflection. It's either something else or something else.
It's like someone literally took that out of like Paul Rudd's character in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
When he's like, I was dating this girl. She was black or Asian or something weird.
Something weird. Something else. Yeah.
Something else. Like who put that up was like, yeah, good enough.
Did you say the 40-year-old version? That's from Anchorman.
Oh, it's from Anchorman?
Yeah. He's like, I was in love once. She was Brazilian.
Oh, right.
Or Chinese.
Yes.
Something weird.
Yeah. And I even got the ethnicities wrong. Just off my game today.
You stupid white man. But the memes are something great. The photoshops on them, white, Latino, black, something deadly. I love that. Or how I sleep when I know it, I'm something else. Or the Seth Rogen meme where he's like half naked and he's like head's resting on his shoulder because it's that video of him and James Franco and he's acting like
Right.
when you get called something else. Amazing. Yeah, and then there's a screenshot from Thunderheart with Val Kilmer famously plays a half Indigenous person with Graham Greene coming off the success of Dances with Wolves. What he done with another white person? But I'm telling you, Ray, you're half white, you're half something else, and that's where I'm standing right now. And I mean, if this is still a meme pushing forward, I might have to make that T-shirt half something else.
Yeah,
that's right.
There you go.
Makes my mother something else. I love it. Amazing.
And it's all about inflection, right?
That's right.
You can choose to, it's all in how you choose to perceive it, right?
Yeah.
You could be something else.
Yeah.
Or you could be something else.
That's right. So CNN, well done. But I mean, like, it's like CNN is just like for white viewers of a certain age. It's like, this will make sense to them.
You know, right there though, that's an upgrade because you can't do that with other.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no positive inflection for other.
No, something else is perfect.
Something else is something else.
Perfect to turn into a positive, flip it on its head, take the power away from it. It's another one of those like big media oversights. Yeah. It's just like one of those things like, everything's happening in real time. Everything's happening so quickly. Like, I don't envy any of these hosts for having to be like walking around vamping for hours and hours while they wait for votes to trickle in.
For sure.
And they have this one jackass going, stop all the voting, but count all the voting over here.
Yeah.
And other people, and you
have to pretend to take that seriously.
You have to pretend to take this person serious. Well, it is serious because he's such an amazing douchebag. But it's I don't envy any of these people and coming up with it, but I guess they were like, you know what, we can't use other. Come up with something else.
Yeah, other
and
is
it was
demeaning.
Just a placeholder, and they're like, bah. Okay, something else. We'll remember that. Okay. Oh, put up the poll. Okay, there's the poll. Oh, something else. Oh, man.
Other candidates were miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Ambiguous.
Yeah. Wow.
Something else just had, that possible positive inflection.
Yeah.
So
but kudos to everyone who's come up with an amazing meme for that. It's a good day to be something else. Wow. The Uncle Bob meme from La Bamba. What about me? Amazing movie. Isai Morales is incredible in that movie, and everybody knows an Isai Morales from that Uncle Bob from La Bamba. What about me? I want to be something else. That's funny. That's good stuff.
Well, I always told you you're something else.
Thank you. I know.
Now it's
confirmed.
Now it's confirmed by CNN.
Absolutely. Thank you, CNN, for confirming my something elseness. It's been a long journey to find out where my people came from. Now I know where they came from. Elsewhere.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
The Group Effort Initiative, if you guys haven't heard about this, a few weeks ago, Ryan Reynolds made an announcement that he was starting what he was calling the Group Effort Initiative. And it was an initiative or a project to bring in Black, Indigenous, people of color, and several other marginalized communities into the foray, into the throng of making a movie. They were bringing in between 10 and 20 trainees that were going to be a part of his of the film crew for his next movie, which is shooting in Vancouver between next week and March. And we have one of the selectees on the line. Gia Zentu joins us from Whitehorse. Gia, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is very exciting. You made this announcement. You made it public that you got selected earlier this week, and obviously there's a lot of excitement for you. But I mean, tell us what you're feeling about being selected for this project, but also for the movie.
Yeah, I was in a workshop when I first heard out, and I had a good little cry. And then when I found out I was finally selected,
yep.
I kind of screamed like I was being murdered, and didn't really tell the rest of the family that I was okay yet. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy. Like, this is a huge opportunity, like, for somebody like me, and it still doesn't feel real yet. Like, it'll feel real when I'm there in person, but it's not quite real yet.
Not
I'm
quite
packing up, but I'm not ready.
Yeah, fair enough. You're packing up. You're leaving tomorrow. You're going to be on set. You're going to be, basically, they asked people to be available between now and March. So you're going to be gone for quite some time. And you're going to be fully kind of ensconced in the whole set experience. Tons to be able to learn. But you did some filmmaking this past summer. How do you think this is going to differ? I mean, what do you think that experience has prepared you for this next one?
I don't know. I'm working with the TED show on the energy source.
Yes.
So we're going to all these bush camps and interviewing elders and knowledge holders about the energy area of Ontario. And one of the it was me and Jonathan and riding around and all these bush camps and living in tents. And I mean, it was amazing. I don't think it's good to be with like 1,000-person crew, whatever it's going to be. That we're going to be going on to.
Gia, I'm so sorry. We're having a little technical difficulty. You were cutting out a little bit there. I caught the words "amazing," and we could definitely tell that you were excited about what you were talking about.
You sounded like a very excited alien.
Yeah, that's right. It was kind of. We're on Skype, so we're at the mercy of northern internet. But I mean, it sounds like you were very excited, and so that's amazing. And I mean, this is like you said, an incredible opportunity, and it's a great initiative by Ryan Reynolds, and it's a long time coming. It certainly would be better if we didn't have to have this type of initiative. If people from marginalized groups, people of color, and Indigenous people were just kind of included. But it is a pretty amazing opportunity and an initiative. But I did want to talk to you about your first post when you announced it on Facebook. You mentioned to everybody that thank you for supporting me when I dropped out of school. Now, obviously, that's not the path for everybody, but what it opens up, the conversation is about like different paths to education, and this is going to be a massive education for you, being on a professional set and being surrounded by hundreds of people working all towards this common goal. How did this all kind of come about? School just didn't really work out for you.
I went into this program at Yukon University to learn about policy, and I just hated it. I was rage writing every single thing. I got about 3 weeks into it.
Yeah.
Heard about this initiative, the Group Effort Initiative, randomly on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I applied for it that day, and then I just forgot about it. And I've been rage writing ever since. And yeah, I was so happy that I didn't have to continue at school. Like, I was joking, if I get this, I'm totally worth it to drop out of school for this.
I mean, you could pick up
no idea I would actually get it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something, if you did choose to go back, it's something you could pick up anytime. You can go do this.
Yeah.
But I mean, from this, perhaps comes something else. This is the whole point. One of the biggest things about working on a film set is kind of networking, being noticed at being good at your job, and maybe it leads to something else. Is that kind of where you want to go? Is that the path you're kind of looking to take?
Yeah, like the biggest thing for me for this job is really the networking. I love networking. I love talking to people. I love, especially when I'm down south, like plugging the north. And I mean, the north is amazing and beautiful, and I want to be able to work up here, honestly.
Yeah.
If the opportunity arises, like, I will move down south for a little bit longer, and just whatever jobs come up, that'd be great. But I'm really hoping this opens some more career job doors.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Gia, obviously we don't know a whole lot about it. You know that you have got a part in the project. You're going to be in Vancouver from like tomorrow until March. Is there anything else that you do know about it? Do you have any insight as to what you might be doing on set? Like, we wrote an article about it, and it was very vague. The details seemed to vary quite a bit as to what people could be doing. Do you have any sort of ideas what you'll be doing?
The only thing I can really say is that I will be shadowing directly under the director, Sean Levy, oh God.
Oh, very cool.
I think it's Levy.
And yeah, Levy.
Yeah, I think so. No, I mean, that's,
okay,
yeah.
Talking to myself really soon.
And is that what you were kind of hoping for, or was it kind of you applied for the program and it was just like whatever I can do, whatever to take advantage of an opportunity? Is this what you were hoping for when you applied?
No, I actually applied to do post-production editing or camera and lights.
Okay.
If I were to be placed anywhere, those were my top two. So getting the offer for the director mentorship was kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
and I like that.
That's
I like
amazing.
that a lot.
Lights, to heck with that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do any of that crap. No, being the inner circle there. I mean, you're going to be on the team that kind of everybody looks to. So I mean, not to put any more pressure on this whole thing, but I mean, that's an incredible
I just got a
opportunity.
haircut yesterday. I don't want anyone to look at me.
Just wear the hat. Wear your hat. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I saw the post about your haircut. It's not that bad.
I look like a 6-year-old who's growing out their bangs and trying to mess with their hair themselves.
Yeah. It's like it's like whoever cut your hair was like, ooh, we can shape that. We can work around it. It's fine. You look great. It's
These are fun little fringes.
yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, you'll probably get like when you show up. They'll probably give you a bit of a swag bag. They'll give you a hat, most likely, because that's usually how people get identified on set. It's like, that guy's got a hat. That guy can help me. You know? So,
Maybe they'll give you 2.
Yeah, maybe
Who
they'll give you 2
knows?
hats. And a sweater or something. Just a jacket, maybe. Who knows? I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Don't ask me anything. I don't know anything. I'm here to
I
learn.
don't know anything yet.
For fun.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, like, you're this is an incredible way to cut your teeth. And like you said, if it leads to something else, great. But you want to bring it back home. What do you like? You're going to be learning right under the director. I guess, I mean, that's what you're going to be learning is just kind of watching that team all day, every day, and doing whatever's asked of you. What do you hope to bring back north to kind of try to make a go of it here? Because I mean, I came back north to try to make a go of it as I'm into acting and things like that. So it's tough up here to make a living at it. What do you hope to bring back here to kind of make a go of it in the north?
At every single chance, I'm just going to shamelessly ask Ryan Reynolds to fund a movie.
Yes.
Maybe that's incredibly unprofessional.
No.
They'll be like, yeah, so this is a really cool project, and
Yep.
I don't really know where I get money for it. Maybe you can
Do you know
donate
anybody that could?
some of your massive wealth.
He's got that Marvel money, baby.
Yeah, he's Deadpool. I don't think that's. I mean, as long as you're not hounding him and harassing him, it's probably not unprofessional. But I mean, that's what you do, right? That's what you do on set. You hustle if you can. You make those connections, like you said. You love networking. I mean, that's gonna do you very well. And if you've got some ideas, yeah, absolutely. That's what if people like that, producers, directors, they want to hear ideas. They want to know what's up. They want to know what's coming on. They want to know what's going on in the north. I imagine if you regale them with tales of your filmmaking experience and what's going on up here, I'm sure they'd be more than interested to hear about it. Incredible. I mean, some of this interview is lost, but I think what people will get from this is that you're incredibly excited. This is an incredible opportunity, and it's amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Gia, even though it doesn't apply to your story so much, can you just give us a quick stay in school, kids, just to make sure?
Don't do that. You know what? Don't say that.
Cool.
Do not say that.
It's
Don't.
cool.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
Yeah, we'll pluck that. We'll cut out everything else. Gia Zetu says, "Stay in school. It's cool." Yeah.
Sponsored by Aurora College.
Sponsored by Aurora Polytechnic University. Coming soon. Yeah. Eventually it'll be here. Gia, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're so excited for you. Please, are you going to be you're pretty active on Instagram and things like that. I know you won't be able to do too much because it's got to be a lot of secret stuff going on, but please share your journey as much as you possibly can. We're absolutely, we'll be very happy to see it.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you get back to packing and have yourself a safe trip down to BC. And best of luck with everything. I got a track that you requested up first. It's the Beatrice Deer track. Do you want to introduce that to everybody?
Yeah, this is Beatrice Deer. The song's called In Utah. Makes me feel happy.
Awesome. Gia Zetsu going down for the group effort initiative to work on, I don't even know the name of the movie. What's the name of the movie? Do you know?
The Ryan Reynolds Untitled Netflix.
There it is. There it is. I really hope that's what it's called. Explosions and whatnot. Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.
All right, bye, Jesse.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Closing out the show with, of course, a little bit more of that election talk. That's right. Democracy in action, slowly but slowly. Numerous lawsuits filed against states for either stopping counting or not stopping counting. I have no idea what's going on. What's flabbergasting about all this is that if you tune into different news organizations, they'll give you different answers. Some calling Michigan for Biden, some calling Arizona for Biden, some not.
Yeah.
And like predictions being made, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's looking quite tight.
It's stressing people out.
It is.
People are losing sleep.
They are losing sleep. And I mean, and like we said earlier, there's a lot of talk out of Canada, especially where it's just like, oh, we're just watching this crazy thing happen. It doesn't affect us. It's like, it absolutely affects us.
Yeah.
80% of our imports go into the U.S. So if our relationship changes with them, it's going to be bad.
And people are just like kind of starting to act weird.
Yeah.
Like
they
just
are
in the last few days, things like, I mean, you expect that around Halloween, but now the election.
Well, it's a double
dragged
full
on.
moon right now. Yeah.
Really just, it's affecting people in very strange ways. For example.
Okay, good.
Yes. Yesterday, after the morning show, doing the 90s at 9, and I get a message from Shannon. And she's putting together her show.
Shannon Moore, 1 to 4.
Shannon Moore, 1 to 4. And she says, "Are you playing any Limp Bizkit on the 90s at 9?" Which is a fair question.
Fair question.
They come
They're
up
on
once
there.
in a while. Yeah, they're a very
Yeah.
popular 90s band. And I said, "No, I don't have any queued up." She says, "Okay, good." I'm like, "All right."
All right.
That's odd. And then she messaged me again. She's like, "How many Limp Bizkit songs is too many
One.
Limp Bizkit songs?"
One is too many.
I said, "I think it's very important that we limit it to one. We try our absolute best to
right.
limit it to one." She's on a Limp Bizkit kick.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember the late 90s, too.
And this election is throwing us all right back there to our angry adolescence.
I remember having $3 bill, y'all.
It's messy. It's just one of those weeks when you don't want to wake up. Everything is...
Hey!
Everybody sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think she even knows why, but I really get the feeling that she wants to justify ripping someone's head off.
I mean, fair enough.
No human contact.
She's just staying at home?
And if you interact, your life is on contract.
Government contract?
At this point, I would say your best bet is just to stay away, mother.
Hey! Come on now.
It's just one of those weeks.
Is it all about the he said, she said? Bull?
Hey! I think you better quit letting...
The what? Slip?
Yeah, be careful. You'll be leaving with a fat lip. Yeah.
It's the
so
least threatening hard song ever. You believe it with a fat lip.
Well, you would think that, but if this election drags out much further, I hope she's going to be packing a chainsaw. She'll skin your ass raw.
hey, ass.
Oh,
come
is that
on.
too much? You can't say
I was
that.
supposed to cut you off on that part.
And if this week keeps going this way, she just might break something.
Okay. Wow.
She'll pack a chainsaw.
All right. She'll skin
What?
your ass right.
A chainsaw. What?
A chainsaw.
What?
Okay. All right.
Is that enough?
You heard.
So I'm concerned about the states of everybody because if a fully functioning adult with a really good taste in music can fall into this kind
Having
of
a Limp Biscuit kick.
I don't have much hope for the rest of us.
Shannon, this is your friend Wheeler talking to you now. Everything's going to be okay. It's okay to not be okay right now. It's a stressful time. We want this thing to be over. We want some sort of clarity as to where our neighbor to the south is headed. Listen, you are a wonderful person, and you have an excellent taste in music, almost encyclopedic taste in music. Lecter and I are here to ask you if you'll not play Limp Bizkit.
And just to be safe, my suggestion is to keep your distance. Because right now she's dangerous.
That's right. Your best bet is to stay away from Shannon. Anyway. Election coverage continues. We may not find out any definitive answers until tomorrow afternoon. And even then, lawsuits abound because the guy in the House right now probably won't give it up without some sort of fight which is supposed to be the election, but I imagine this is going to continue.
All right, Shannon's going to be in soon. Let's give her something to break.
All right. Here's a glass. Perhaps you'd like to break it. That's going to do it for Morning to the Cabin today. Have yourselves a good day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.